Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of my garage, another one of these bonus episodes for the weekend here. And as you can see, I've been back down to the junkyard, bought a couple of cars. I've already done the quick flip work to them, just a wash, sandblast and a paint. I haven't even fixed this massive dent that this mustard yellow muscle car has, but let's go ahead and sell them. That's a good bit of profit for that car. This one less so, but still decent. But we're up to 15,500 now, and let's push the work truck back over here. Of course, it has no handbrake, so we need to do this very gently. A little bit more. Sorry. Push it over without tipping it, ideally. Of course, we've now pushed it way too far. I can get it somewhere about there. There we are. Now the goal for today is to get this fixed, and I decided I'm going to use a colour I used to have. This one right here. This is going to be the colour of the truck. That's the very first can of paint I took note of way back on Monday, actually, was that nice purple colour, but that is the colour we are going to use for this truck. But let's have a look straight into body panels, because the very first thing I need is a floor, but I actually want to have a look at this floor, see what kind of cab this is. This is a short cab, so it's a short cab floor I want. So this one here, as you can see, is a bit bigger, and we don't want that. We want the short one, which will be right there. And we're going to get this sat right here. Actually, we're not going to put that on the truck just yet. Instead, what I'm going to do is get the other parts for it. So we need left side panel C, right side panel C, roof C, what else do we need? We need a bulkhead. They're fairly universal. Rocker panel, rear panel. Would like the other rocker panel if it's nearby. And the firewall. Those parts make up the bulk of the truck. Let's just move some of them. Dot them around. That one isn't happy about being there. Yeah, we should have all the parts there. So let's grab some colour. That's the colour for the mustard muscle car there. So the colour I'm using is 483745. I'll buy quite a few of them, and they'll be in amongst all of this. And let's go straight on ahead and paint this panel here. I want good coverage on this, because this one is going to be the first vehicle that I go all out with the paint on, although it's not strictly speaking necessary. I am also going to get some clear coat. Again, it's just dotted in amongst the rest there. Let's make it look slightly prettier. Just like so. Now before we get too carried away, let's take a taxi to the garage, because we want to nip into the gas station here. And I want this white polishing disc. And then we'll just go home from there. I don't think I've touched on what that does yet, but it does go on the grinder. So we'll take this disc off of here, put it back on the shelf. Take the grinder over here. Put this new white disc on it, which does unfortunately clip through the grinder a little bit, but we'll not worry about that too much. And let's polish this panel. And as you can see, that gives it a nice lovely shine. Now this panel goes on the rear of the cab like so. We are going to need the welder nearby because these parts all get welded together. Immediately use the last of the electrode. We've been doing with more of them actually, we've only got a few left. Not only did I use it, I'd missed. There we are. That's our first look at the actual colour of what it's going to look like on the truck itself. So let's move on to these parts here and do the exact same process with them. First we give them a bit of paint. Make sure we cover it in its entirety. Like so, we'll double check it. Looks good to me. We'll grab the other one as well. We'll do both of these at the same time. That's not the same part, but that's okay. Needs done anyway. That's a sill I'm painting now. Again, looks good. It's this part here I was after. And like that, nice purple paint job. The spray can ran out as well. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's see if we can knock that back over. And then we'll get straight onto this one as well. The exact same process. And while I'm here, I'd B as well. Just giving this sill quickest paint job it's ever likely to get. And just like with every other part, these parts all need to be polished up. I personally find it easier to do this in sections like this, but you can of course completely construct a vehicle and then polish it that way. I missed a bit of that one there. Let's go and get these attached. This one will be for this side here. Surprised they're not welded at the back there, but that's okay. One little tack weld seems to hold them in place. Same with the other one. I think the truck is going to look absolutely awesome in this colour, so let's get the sill on as well, whichever side that belongs to. I believe it's this side. just like so. And with that, I will do a little cut here. I'll get the rest of these parts all painted up and welded together. And I'll see you guys when we have almost a complete cab structure. I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, that took an absolute age, but it is now nearly 6 o'clock in the morning, and as you can see, we have a cab, a fully constructed cab with doors, with carpet, an interior, a dashboard, and with a little digital speedo in there, wiper blades, roof lights, mirrors, almost everything, but not quite everything. So let's use ungodly strength to pick this up and position it on our chassis. Now that very much makes a big difference. Now off camera, what I did is I went to the town, well, the garage, and I picked up some coolant, some oil, and got that all put in the truck. So a little bit of lag as it recognises it now has like a million new parts on it. We'll get these 4 bolts tightened up. Drop the spanner there. Before we do anything else, let's push this back forward just a touch, because it did try and roll away on me. But we now have a handbrake, which is just in here. There we are. I'll lock it down into position, and now we can connect the rest of it together, which in the case of this is just this brake line right there. And then we can fill the brake fluid up, drop the cap down there, get some brake fluid. Hopefully we can reach from here. We absolutely can. This should take a full bottle of this. We've put 2 bottles of oil in and 2 and a bit bottles of coolant in. The oil is in the middle, the coolant is completely full. We'll get that put on there. So now we have brakes, oil, coolant, and I did put the jerry can of petrol in there. So let's, for the first time, jump into our new truck. And see if it will start. Just like that, no issues at all. Oh, it's running really well as well, but we are far, very, very far from being complete. I did also put the windows in, it's worth noting that. We're missing the rest of the front of the truck. This engine looks very small in there. We could put a very, 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 very large engine in there, but we're not going to do that with this particular truck. So first thing I want to put on is these fenders. Painted, polished, ready to go fenders. Even just that really puts the truck back together, no pun intended. That was a door, not a bolt. And of course, the other part I do have prepared is the front grille. Very important part of the truck. It is really the face of the truck. I can't actually remember how this attaches. Just in here. 2 bolts, one on either side. Well, those headlights are installed with bulbs. And then, of course, we need the not fully painted hood. Did miss a part. It takes 2 bolts on either side. We have a truck. This of course, if you haven't been watching along in the series, this is a truck we got for free. So it is very nice to see it put together. Let's get that little bit at the front there that I missed. Then the polisher, which I believe I've left inside. I've been using my living room as a paint booth. Still missed a little bit, but it's a lot better. Missed a bit on the hood there as well. Not too pleased about that, but that's okay. So, obviously, those are not the right wheels. Those are just the wheels I've been using to transport the chassis around. But we do now need, well, the front bumper, really. That would be very helpful. Nice, lovely chrome front bumper. That will really tie the face of the truck in. As you can see, it looks really quite cool with the front bumper in there. And the bolts for this are just underneath, like so. Let me know in the comments what you think of the colour I went for. Is the purple colour a good colour, or would you have went for something a little different? Would you have kept it for the original colour? Speaking of which, it's not very happy just now because colour condition is 0, so let's change the colour. So it's 483745, and then change the colour. It says the colour condition is 2. It lies. It's because half of the truck is missing, of course. There we go, full colour condition. The truck is now worth almost $17,000, so it's absolutely worth doing these restorations. But we're not finished yet. But before I get too carried away, I think I need to do a little bit of a tidy up because we've got loads of parts that's not for that truck. They can all stay. They're all fine. The cab is gone. The bed floor is gone. And then all of these empty bottles and spray cans we have, I just sold my bin. I didn't even know I could do that. Well, that's a small problem. I sold the trash can. That's fine. We'll just have to deal with rubbish the old-fashioned way. So we do need a truck bed. And we have a couple of choices. We could, of course, go for the standard truck bed floor. We can even go for, I think there's a long variant as well. Yeah, this one here, we could go for a long truck bed floor. We could go for one of these two. Put a box on it. Or we could go for this trailer bed. Which, I'm very tempted to do it, but I think I'll just keep the truck as it was intended. With one of these flatbeds on it. Of course, these don't take any painting at all. I can remember what I did with my spanner. I put it away, which isn't like me at all. But just like the cab, there's a series of chassis bolts all the way along here. Just like so. And the other thing we could do is we could put a box on this, which would be it is an option. We could, of course, put a box on it. That added $100 to the price of the truck. We're missing a front number plate. There's nowhere to put a number plate on the rear here, unfortunately. And we're missing a whole host of trim. So let's get the trim put on because it's nice and easy. It should also be, I think it's an accessories actually. Oh, and I didn't put blinkers on it either. So front left, front right. Don't think we need these ones. Or these ones. Do need the door ones. I need those ones. We need these two. And I believe it's these ones. I think. I might have misbought something there. Let's find out. Oh, that is the one I wanted for there. See if we can grab the other one. We've got something else instead. Don't even know what it is I've picked up. A trim for the fender there. The trim makes a world of difference to this truck, really changes its appearance. These little caps just sit on the back here. Just like so. The other lights that go in those little slots there, I completely forgot that that was actually a thing that vehicles need. Let's get these door trims put on. See what a difference that makes. It would be nice to see some more parts added for these trucks, like side steps, bull bars and the likes, but not to worry. And these are, of course, these little fender protectors. A bit of chrome really tidies the truck up. That's looking absolutely awesome. Now, I don't know if I have any bulbs left. I don't think I do. There's spark plugs left, but no bulbs. So we'll buy a pack of 4 bulbs, which is these ones here. Oh, that's not what I meant to do, but okay. Let's get these little blinker lights in place, and these will be tightened up with a screwdriver. Got a series of bulbs lying around on my front porch. It's looking absolutely marvellous there, but those wheels definitely let the side down quite a lot, because they're not pretty, and they give it quite a skinny profile as well. So let's do a quick save, and then we'll head over to the store. I'll pick up some wheels and tires, get them all joined together, painted up. I think I'll probably paint them probably black. I might actually chrome them, and we'll bring them back here and get them installed on the truck. Okay, so we're now in the garage, very close to the roof, very close to the garage door there, but we're here because we did get wheels and it's time to get them fitted. So we'll start by taking these very handy wheels off. I'll stack these up nice and neat in the corner, I think. And we'll do the front axle first of all. I did opt to chrome the wheels I'm putting on, and did get these massive spacers as well. So these are really going to help the look of the truck. These nice big chunky ones can go on the front, I think. I think that's how it works anyway. Could be wrong. These go in place of a wheel on the front. And then this is the wheels that we're putting on. Nice big chrome heavy duty wheels. With many wheel nuts to tighten up there. There we are. That's a much better look to the truck. Now let's get these front axle stands taken out in the hopes that it lifts the back up slightly, with the front wheels being flat. Because I'm going to have more trouble with the back than I have the front. Seems like the axle stands are a little unhappy. But let's find what I've done with my spanner. I left it there. We'll do the exact same to the rear here. Take these wheels off. And like before, we'll stack them up nice and neat in the corner. Because we will use these again at some point. It just won't be on this truck. It won't be for a rally car either, because I put 4 stud wheels on the rally car. So slightly different looking hubs this time. Went for what you could argue is the smaller ones, which I think I have these right around. If not, it's not a big deal to change it. I can find what I've done with the spanner this time. I've actually lost the spanner. And an axle stand as well. That's not ideal. What did I do with the spanner? Did it get kicked away somewhere? I'll leave it over here. How unusual. I'm sure I dropped it. I took the wheel away. I don't see it anywhere. It's right there. There it is. Couldn't see it for the chrome. So we get these hub adapters bolted up here. And then put these wheels on, which sit very unusual. If you know, then you know. So that's all of them bolted on, and it looks a little bit strange, but we'll get back to that in a second. Now, what I'd like to do is drop the rear back down, and I'm also going to quick save because I've had a bad experience with this before, where I've gotten to the point where I'm pumping tyres up and the car disappears. It gets launched into the ground and I never get it back, which is why I have the little mod that pops up down in the bottom right, just in case a car disappears I can get another one. Let's fill these back wheels up. I did go for high sidewall as well, so this should look quite cool. They seem to pump up for absolutely ever. And then while we're here, let's just go ahead and do the front ones. Very expensive set of wheels this actually. Did cost us quite a few thousand. With the chroming as well. And I'd be as well just try to pump these two up as well off of the truck. The only problem is it doesn't tell me when they're full, which is a bit unfortunate. I'll assume that that one's full. And that one should be full as well. So let's grab the spanner, grab another one of these wheels, and see if we can do this without jacking the truck up again, which it looks like we can. This is of course a dual wheel setup, which looks absolutely fantastic. Very pleased with how that looks. Also pleased that I can do that without jacking the truck up again. That truck is sitting very pretty. Let's go and get all of this out of the way. Give it a little push out. That way we can see it in all of its glory. That's looking absolutely magnificent. So let's take it for a bit of a drive. See how it actually runs. I do like how that idles. It's very nice. Well, let's get the handbrake off. Now, this is not a modified truck at all. It is it's just an inline 6 that's in here. Certainly no race car. Whoops. I think we broke a window. No, we broke the whole front. Oh dear. How much how much did that knock off the value? Quite a lot. But that's okay. But with that being said, that is all I have time for in this episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, you can of course subscribe. And as always, you can join Discord. Link is in the video description. And I'll be back next week with more of my garage, where we decide what to do with this truck. Let me know in the comments if you think I should sell it, if I should keep it. It's definitely worth selling in my opinion, but I'll let you guys decide, and I will get that damaged fixed off camera. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.